All right, how's everyone doing? I am Rich Celenza. Thanks for checking out my channel. So I'm outside my local LA Fitness, and I'm gonna give you an update regarding what the gym looks like, some new rules, and I guess my input on what's going on regarding the coronavirus. They are making you wear a mask the entire time you're working out. Before, originally, I don't know if you remember, you had the option of wearing a mask or not. Now it's at the point where you have to wear a mask. Even if you're doing cardio, they want you wearing a mask. So that is one thing that has become very serious in the gym. If they see you with the mask lower, they're gonna immediately ask you to put it up. The only place you're really not going to wear a mask that I'm seeing is in the locker room. That is really the main thing I'd say that's changed, at least in Florida, with the gym rules. The pool, they're still allowing you to swim. You just have to social distance. Jacuzzi still closed. Locker rooms, they're still separating you, which I'll show you. I'm actually gonna do another tour in here to give you an idea of what this looks like, just in case you haven't seen what a gym looks like through the pandemic. And also, if you want, I've done 4 other gyms through the pandemic, and for some reason, I'm getting a tremendous amount of traction. I don't know if it's people just interested in what gyms look like during the pandemic, but 4 of my top videos now, out of my top 10, I should say, are LA Fitness videos regarding the pandemic. So that's why I'm doing a new one, an updated one. I haven't done one for a while. But as far as the gym goes, again, everything's gonna be separated, in which I'll show you. So I just wanna also give a heads up regarding me knowing so many people within the fitness industry. That goes for professional athletes, trainers, gym owners, Pilates, boutique owners, yoga instructors. I don't know anyone that has gotten sick working out in a facility yet. I do have one friend who's a dual athlete who I think caught corona, if I'm not mistaken, not necessarily in a gym, but outside training. But as far as what I'm seeing, again, regardless if it's LA Fitness or any of my friends that work out in any gym, no one I know of is caught in coronavirus. And what I found quite interesting is, I don't know if you know about those 2 guys that own a gym in Jersey, they tested over 13,000 people and kept track of all of them that came to their gym, and not one person ended up catching coronavirus. They were actually even arrested for keeping their gym open, which is absolutely insane considering we can go anywhere, especially say Orlando, Florida. You can go to a theme park, just saying. You could go to a grocery store, you could go to a bar. I mean, you could go to a lot of places and, you know, really catch the coronavirus. And I also want to make clear that I'm not saying that you can't catch corona inside a gym or a fitness center. That's ridiculous. But what I am saying is, I think the bottom line is, if you're in better shape or you're in decent shape, I think that helps out tremendously. That's what I should say more than anything else, because I've discussed this before on my videos. I'd rather be in the best shape possible just in case I catch corona than completely out of shape. And I think when it comes to the gyms now, a lot of people are letting themselves go and get obese, or letting themselves get in worse shape, which I think in the long run, if they do catch corona, or their just immune system isn't as strong as it once was. So these are things you just should think about. But let's go inside LA Fitness. I'll give you an exact idea what it looks like and kind of talk about what has changed over the last 2.5 months. And now when you walk in, which I'm gonna have to put a mask on right now, it basically just says stop. I don't know if you can see that. Attention members and guests, and then here, attention members, guests, face mask required before entry. There's another one as well, so. All right, so here is the front entrance. Here's the pool area. I already discussed, so say the middle lane's closed. You can swim on the outer lanes, but you cannot share lanes. Our jacuzzi, and every jacuzzi I've noticed that every gym I go to is still closed. Not sure if you've seen my previous videos, but there are these stickers everywhere, and they want you to follow them if possible. Right. So, as far as classes go, so I see limited amount of classes going on. I have only seen in the last 2.5 months, as far as cycling goes, 1 class. So I'm gonna actually go this way and then put my bag in the locker room so I could give you a better tour, but this is the locker room heading into that area. So I very seldom ever go into the locker rooms of LA Fitness or anywhere, but there's no one really in here. So basically this is what it looks like. Social distancing, and then there'll be, for instance, 1 lock you can use here, or 1 that you can use here as well. So real quick, because I get hit up a lot on this. So in the locker rooms, the sauna is not open. From what I'm seeing, for the most part, a lot of guys are not showering. I don't know about the females. So they come here, they work out. They don't feel comfortable showering here, so they just leave. Because the locker rooms, for the most part, are usually dead. I don't even think a lot of people use them just in general, putting their stuff in there. They don't trust it. So I still take a shower here. But anyways, I just thought I'd give you a heads up regarding that. So this is now the only area of our gym in where you can stretch. We used to have 2 floors of stretching, basically, but now they've kind of knocked it down to 1. For the most part, everybody wipes this down before and after they use it. So as far as dumbbells go, kettlebells, these type of things, just a heads up, most people are not wiping them down before they use them or after. So just something to think about. As far as water fountains and things go in that nature, I don't see anyone really drinking out of them. I do see people obviously getting water out of them. All right, let's wrap around here. So they took our gymnasium, closed it, like every other LA Fitness I saw, and they put in the Kaiser cycling, they put in the Life Fitness cycles in general, some elliptical stuff, but you cannot play basketball here. So basically this is what the gym looks like. I'm gonna take you upstairs first. They took a lot of equipment. If you haven't seen any of my other videos, I discuss it. They took a lot of equipment and separated it in a lot of the gyms, which makes sense. I'm not gonna say necessarily they're all 6 feet from one another. I think that's kind of ridiculous to say. But I do think they tried to distance themselves as far as possible, I guess you could say. But some areas are more distant than others, sorry. So yeah. I'm also going to mention the gym in general is a lot slower. It picks up from basically 4:30 to about 7:30. But my gym, and most of them, it looks like they close at 8. I don't know what time they open. I don't get here early enough, but I probably presume it would be 6 though. So yeah. Time to take you over here. This is nice because I don't think most people give a shit if I videotape the gym anymore because everyone's wearing masks, but again, when you're doing cardio, you can take the mask off, even though sometimes they don't want you to, from what I've seen. But if you are, like I said, there's no way I think you could breathe properly by wearing a mask and doing cardio. This may be the only other place they'll allow it, but. So here's an overhead shot of our, I guess you could say, free weight area, dumbbell area. And as you could tell, not sure everyone has to wear a mask in this area, completely covering their face. And I've discussed this before. A lot of times people are wiping off equipment before they use it and after. Truthfully, some are not, some are forgetting. So you really have to pay attention to that. All right. I'm gonna wrap around actually from here to give you a really good, actually I'm gonna go back this way. I'll get a better shot from down there. So, but I do think people are getting more used to wiping down their equipment. I will say that. So I'm seeing more of that, especially before and after, where it was kind of just after. And so here is our gym. And as you can tell, again, everyone is wearing a mask over their mouth, regardless what they're doing. This equipment wasn't moved. And maybe a couple pieces, but not much that I remember. It looks almost identical. But yeah. All right, so this will give you kind of an idea what it looks like in our gym with, you know, the mask situation and with people working out. I see way more men in the gym now than women. All right, so since I'm here, here's a racquetball room. They took some equipment and threw it in here as well. So they social distance our racquetball rooms, where there's one, and then for instance, this one you can't play racquetball, the next one you can, and the rest you can't, because they're training, personal training areas. I'm gonna tell you something though, every time I've seen people playing racquetball, and I think, first let me say, I think you are supposed to still wear a mask when playing racquetball, if I'm not mistaken. I might be wrong. They're not nearly as busy as they used to be, let's put it that way, but they always sterilize, that I saw. After someone plays, they come in and wipe the walls down. LA Fitness, they do a great job here with that. Oh shit, all right, here's a class. This is probably only one of very few I've ever seen. This is, I think it's a yoga class that they do Saturday afternoon / morning. Very limited classes that I'm seeing in there. I usually do a lot of my videos in there if you watch any of them. So, yeah. So, yeah, our smoothie spot is still open, which is kind of cool. They're always cleaning, I'll be honest with you. Here's the one thing too, I don't see a lot of people getting trained. I know they're offering classes. I just don't see really many people. I usually go in here and train a lot of times, but for the personal training aspect, I just don't see a lot of people signing up for that, probably because they want to social distance. Also, as far as people being in the office here, very limited. This used to be full. Now, you know, there's 2 or 3 of them here. Super cool. Very nice people here. So that should give you a general idea of what the gym looks like during the pandemic. And then, like I was saying, it's August 1st, 2020. I think they might be getting ready to shut our state down a little bit because we're on such an uptick as far as coronavirus deaths and just people catching it in general. So hopefully you got some type of idea of what it looks like, what kind of I've been going through regarding coming to the gym. And I also wanted to note that they're offering some really good deals at a lot of the LA Fitness I saw. I know at ours, they're waiving the downstroke, which I think is $149. So you only have to pay the monthly. Also, if you were a member of LA Fitness, you, instead of canceling your membership, you just might want to think about freezing it for $10 a month. It's a lot better. But then again, you know, it's up to you. I know now if there's no initiation fee to put down, you can cancel it and save the $10 a month. I just don't want to go through all that bullshit for me, because I'm always in the gym anyways, but something to consider. What else do I got for you? Working out with the mask, I'm not gonna lie, is kind of aggravating at times. You think you're gonna get used to it, but if you're kind of hardcore and you work out hard, it is not easy. So the truth is, a lot of times, no matter what they're saying, you're going to be pulling it down. Even while walking and doing all these things with this mask and talking has an effect on me. I could just feel it. But if you don't like wearing a mask, just say for instance, going to the gym is definitely probably not for you. If you don't mind it, you know, you can definitely get through it. Let's call it for what it is. So I'm gonna wrap it up there. And if you wanna check out any of my other LA Fitness video tours, you might wanna check them. I've been trying, I was gonna actually do a video on 24-hour fitness, but they were closed. So I may start doing some other gym tours again, just to see what they're like, just to help people out, to give them an idea what they're, you know, what's going on in their gym, just in case you're not an LA Fitness member. And that's really about it. So if you get a chance, you might want to check out my podcast, The Rich Celenza Show, Mastering Self-Confidence. I just renamed it. Going to be concentrating mainly on that. I'm also on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. Where else? LinkedIn? I can't even, I'm all over the damn place. But that's it. Stay safe, and I wish you nothing but the best.